In this class, we have to understand application of LCM with the help of example. The application of LCM is one of the very important topic from which the questions are asked in different competitive examinations. We will focus on these questions. Let's first read this question. A number which when divided by 4, 6 and 9 leaves no remainder. Find such numbers with the following condition. Condition A is the smallest number, B is second smallest number, C is smallest 3-digit number, and D is the smallest 4-digit number. So if we read the question with condition A only, then the question will be find the smallest number which when divided by 4, 6 and 9 leaves no remainder. So basically there is a precondition. The precondition is that the number when divided by 4, 6 and 9 leaves no remainder, or the number is fully divisible by 4, 6 and 9. And the subsequent condition is that the number has to be smallest in case A, and in case B it has to be second smallest, and so in other cases. So if we see the meaning of LCM of 4, 6 and 9, then let's see what we find out. LCM of 4, 6 and 9. There are 2-3 ways by which we can find out the LCM. One way is that write the individual numbers in as a way of prime factorization. Like 4 can be written as 2 square, 6 can be written as 2 into 3, 9 can be written as 3 square. So the LCM of 4, 6 and 9 will be 2 square into 3 square, that is 36. There can be other methods to find out the LCM, but in any of the cases, with any of the cases, we'll be getting the LCM as 36. So what is the meaning of this LCM? As LCM means least common multiple, which comes up to be 36. So 36 is the least, or in other words we can say smallest. 36 is the least or smallest common multiple of 4, 6 and 9. So 36 is the smallest common multiple of 4, 6 and 9. That means 36 is a multiple of 4, 36 is a multiple of 6, and 36 is also a multiple of 9, which is smallest and common. That means 36 is fully divisible by 4, 6 and 9, or in other words we can say that if 36 is divided by 4, 6 and 9, that leaves no remainder. So let's see the first question. Question in part A. So which one is the smallest number with this precondition? The smallest number with this precondition, as we have seen just now, is 36. In part B, what we have to find out? We have to find the second smallest number. Now all the numbers with the precondition that where it is divided by 4, 6 and 9 leaves no remainder will be a multiple of 36. Like that means 36 or 36 into 2 or 36 into 3, etc. So the second smallest number in this category with this precondition will be a second multiple of 36. 36 into 2, that is 72. In case we have to find any bigger number with this precondition, we have to just get the subsequent multiples of 36. Let's take the third question in part C. Smallest 3-digit number. Smallest 3-digit number. So the precondition is we have already seen. The subsequent condition is given. The number has to be the smallest 3-digit. So which one is the smallest 3-digit number without any condition? That is 100. 100 is the smallest 3-digit number. Before 100, the number is 99, which is a 2-digit. So 100 is the first 3-digit, I mean the smallest 3-digit number. So the condition is that the number has to be a multiple of 36, and at the same time it has to be just closer to 100. It has to be either it can be 100 if possible, or it should be closer to 100. So we are basically trying to get the multiple of 36 greater than or equal to 100 mathematically, or like we are getting like the x, the multiple of 36, suppose it is x, we are trying to get the x multiple of 36, that has to be greater than or equal to 100. So to find out x, we get x greater than equal to 100 by 36, or 4 9 ja and 25, or that will be x should be greater than 4 9 ja, then 2.92 ja 18, 7 9 2 ja 18, then 7 7 7 7. So we are trying to get the x multiple which is greater than 2.77. That means an integer which is greater than 2.77. So x is basically 3. You can also get this multiple directly, because 36 2s are, we have seen 72, then 36 3s are, that is the third multiple, which is equal to 108. So 36 into the value of x, which comes out to be 3, is equal to 108. So the smallest 3-digit number is 108 with this precondition. That means 108 is the number which when divided by 4, 6 and 9 leaves no remainder. Okay, this is the answer to this question number C. There is a similar question in D, where we have to find out the smallest 4-digit number. Smallest 4-digit number. So we'll solve this question with a similar fashion. So which one the smallest 4-digit number without any condition? That is 1000 in this case. In the earlier case it was 100, because that was a 3-digit smallest number. So smallest 4-digit number without any condition is 1000. And here also we are actually trying to get the multiple of 36 which is greater than equal to 1000. So we are actually trying to get 36 into, say it is the xth multiple, which has to be greater than or equal to 1000, or x is 1000 greater than equal to 1000 by 36, 4 9 ja, and here 250, or we can say x greater than equal to 9 2 ja 18, then 70 and then 9 2 ja 18 70 9 7 the 63, then again 70, then 7 27.7. So we are basically getting trying to get the integer which is greater than 27.7, that is x is equal to 28. So the answer will be the multiple of 28th multiple of 36. 28th multiple of 36, that is 36 into 28. Let's find out this multiplication. 8 6 ja 48, 8 4, 8 3 ja 24 plus 4 28, 2 6 ja 12, 2 3 ja 6 plus 1 7. Here we are getting 8, here we are getting 8 plus 2, that is 10 0, then here 1008. So it is 1008. So 1008 is the smallest 4-digit number because it is just closer to 1000 and above than 1000. So you've seen in this example that with the help of this meaning of LCM, such kind of questions based on the application of LCM can be solved. We will see more example in the next class.